What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all doing absolutely fantastic. And today, as usual, we're going to continue with Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics. It's going to be the third chapter of the second book, so let's get started. The importance of pleasure and pain. But we mistake the pleasure or pain that supervenes of his actions to be a sign of the state of character. For if someone who abstains from bodily pleasures enjoys these abstinence itself, he is temperate. But if he is grieved by it, he is intemperate. Again, if he stands firm against their fine situations and enjoys it, or at least does not find it painful, he is brave. But if he finds it painful, he is cowardly. For virtue of character is about pleasures and pains. For pleasure causes us to do base actions, and pain causes us to abstain from fine ones. That is why we need to have had these appropriate upbringing right from early off, as Plato says, to make us find enjoyment or pain in the right things, for this is the correct education. Further, virtues are about actions and feelings, but every feeling and every action implies pleasure or pain. Hence, for this reason too, which is about pleasures and pains. Corrective treatments also indicate these, since they use pleasures and pains. For correction is a form of medical treatment, and medical treatment naturally operates through contraries. Further, as we said earlier, every state of soul is naturally related to and about whatever naturally makes it better or worse. And pleasures and pains make people base from pursuing and avoiding the wrong ones at the wrong time, in the wrong ways, or whatever other distinctions of that sort are needed in an account. These bad effects of pleasure and pain are the reason why people actually define the virtues as ways of being unaffected and undisturbed by pleasures and pains. They are wrong, however, because they speak of being unaffected without qualification, not of being unaffected in the right or wrong way, at the right or wrong time, and the added qualifications. We assume then that virtue is the sort of state that does the best actions concerning pleasures and pains, and that vice is the contrary state. The following will also make it evident that virtue and vice are about the same things. For these are three objects of choice, fine, expedient, and pleasant, and three objects of avoidance. They are contrary, shameful, harmful, and painful. About all these, then, the good person is correct, and the bad person is in error, and especially about pleasure, for pleasure is shared with animals and implied by every object of choice, since what is fine and what is expedient appear pleasant as well. Further, pleasure grows up with all of us from infancy on. That is why it is hard to rub out this feeling that is dyed into our lives. We also estimate actions as well as feelings, some of us more, some less, by pleasure and pain. For this reason, our whole discussion must be about these, for good or bad enjoyment or pain is very important for our actions. Further, it is more difficult to fight pleasure than to fight spirit, and Heraclitus tells us how difficult it is to fight spirit. Now, both craft and virtue in every case are about what is more difficult, since a good result is even better when it is more difficult. Hence, for this reason also, the whole discussion for virtue and political science alike must consider pleasures and pains, for if we use these well, we shall be good, and if badly, bad. To sum up, virtue is about pleasures and pains. The actions that are its sources also increase it, or if they done badly, ruin it. And its activity is about the same actions as those that are its sources. Alright, guys, so we've done with another chapter, and we're going to continue tomorrow next one. Thank you for joining this reading session. Hope you enjoyed the journey. See you tomorrow. Bye.